Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Cowboys, it's 7-3 now on the year. And they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Our game here, a Thanksgiving staple in Dallas dating back to 1966. It was Tex Schramm, the Cowboys GM, who wanted to drum up a little publicity, and he drew 80,000 to the Cotton Bowl to see the Cowboys beat the Browns that year in '66. And a tradition was born and has only grown in love and passion over the years. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
They'll go. It's Patterson. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them, because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Giants' 43-yard line.
Watson now to throw. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now Watson throws another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Have excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Fields. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The throw complete to the tight end. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That's good for our Cowboys. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Watson. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Patterson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cordero Patterson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough 3rd down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on 2nd down.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now Graham Gano. Remember, he beat the Giants with a 63-yarder back in 2018. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st down, Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Fields. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Again, it's Watson. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Kadarius Toney as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gano the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the break. Fields. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And this is caught by Watkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On first down, it's Fields. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields going deep here for Watkins. And it'll be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd and 7, Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it. It helped pop that ball free.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Watson. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
From the 38, Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On 1st down, it's Watson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Watson's throw caught by Tony. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. At 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. They'll run with Patterson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 4th down, Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. After the sack on 1st down, Fields. eluding the pressure right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. To throw is Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Catch is made by Hardman. He's got room at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's 17-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I can go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Man open left side is Brown. Touchdown Giants. Marquise Brown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson, man open. That's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for our Cowboys.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
11 more yards. That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
24. On first down, Watson. And boy, another ill-advised throw there. As that will...
Jonnu Smith, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Watson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. There's the stiff arm. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Fields on 1st down. Completes it to Hart. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Hardman to return. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. picked off by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Watson. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Keon Crossen. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, Watson. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Tony. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Watson. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Watson to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
One last throw here for Watson. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And